Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. For another edition of NBA basketball. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan.
It's been a nice clean game, huh?
And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Sacramento. And so the tip-off, it's Miami. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Johnson and Harris are at the forward spots. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Frank in the 2 spot. Now Jackson. After Dion Waiters' three-pointer that didn't go. They grabbed their own miss. And the layup falls. Jackson's got his team on the board to start the game for Detroit.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
And Waiters kick. Oh,
yes. Goodness. Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And there are a few players in the NBA who can match Reggie Jackson with the fearless approach he takes to the game. He'll always look to take that big shot, Steve, and goes right at bigger defenders and doesn't blink.
When you're Jackson's size, you have to have that mentality. Always looking for a way to attack a defense. Doesn't always work out, but the aggression he plays with never dies.
Now Jackson. After the missed three from Goran Dragic. Drummond the screen. Harris inside the line. Not going to go that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Right side a screen. Waiters outside. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Waiters got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Johnson the screen. Here's Jackson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And the bad boy Pistons, perhaps the greatest group this franchise has put together, and also one of the most memorable in the history of the NBA. Smitty, you played against some of those guys. What was that like?
Well, first of all, Kevin, I got a chance to grow up in Detroit, watching these guys, being around them, being able to practice. I mean, they were a total tight group. They had some great characters in Lambert and Rodman and Sally and Dumars and Isaiah and the microwave. But they played extremely hard, and obviously the style of play was defense, defense, rebound, and put you on your butt.
Johnson kicks to Waiters. Passes to Adebayo. Clock at 6. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The pass to Jackson. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Dragic, the pass to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. From the wing. Buries the jump shot. Dragic has got his first basket.
And you see the coach saying, no, no, no. Then yes, yes, yes.
To the left wing. Waiters grabs the miss. Heat leading by 3. This is to Whiteside. Feeds it to Dragic. Waiters outside. Back to Dragic. Here's Whiteside. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Jackson. He has 6. The offensive rebound. Kicks to Johnson. Tries again. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Waiters. So he gets the whistle. Contact. On the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you'd think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
First free throw is good. Whiteside earlier in his career didn't have as many options to score, but Greg, he's been very conscious of keeping that improvement of his game, and especially on the offensive end.
And Whiteside has been self-motivated since he's come back to the NBA. He's got the great length. He gets the hooks. He's got that baby hook up over the defenders, the soft shooting touch, and he just continues to improve offensively, all the while still being a force on the defensive side of the floor. And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
And Goran Dragic drops them both. Pistons trail by 9. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Harris. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Here's Waiters. 5 points in the game. Now here's Dragic. Shot off the pick. That shot off. Detroit's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Drummond a screen. Here's Frank. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And they'll keep possession. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Pistons missing. The Heat leading by 9. Outside Dragic. Right side a screen. Waiters gets a wide open look. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Jackson with it. 6 points for him. Shot to end this full run. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Terrific concentration. Drummond maintaining focus through some physical play.
Dragic against Jackson. Right side inside. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Yep, it counts. Whiteside's got his third basket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Drummond. That one misses. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Outside Dragic. Waiters with a screen on Jackson. Right side a screen. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Jackson. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Heat, their last game, a loss to the 76ers. There's the screen. Dragic with it. He's picked up by Drummond. And the jam by Whiteside.
Man, hard to believe. Already they're staring at a double-digit lead, and we've just gotten started.
Fantastic effort. Right out of the gate, simply overwhelming their opponent.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. And it seems these players are getting more and more athletic, Steve. So much of that is modern conditioning, core strength, off-season workouts, things that probably didn't happen when you were playing, but just because of science have developed now. What did you do that helped you out the most, and maybe some things you wish you had done?
Well, you look at my body, Kevin. Yes, it didn't help me. I was this skinny rail guy. We had a bench press, and we squatted. But guys right now are having more talking about core strength, yoga, Pilates. I mean, they're doing so much that is totally different. I wish I would have been a guy that spent more time on his body versus my game, because it means a lot to be able to have that core strength. But I didn't think beach muscles, you really needed it to play the game of basketball. Guys right now, it's their entire body, and it's also their entire way they recover from the games of basketball. And I think that's what I wish I'd have worked on better.
That word you just said, recover. The recovery process, I think, is even more scientifically advanced now than it was when you played, correct?
Yes. Kevin, example for me, I just iced my knees. Guys now have hyperbaric chambers that they use, and a lot of guys have them in their homes.
For three, Harris cans it from downtown. Harris has got himself on the board with three there.
Not a high percentage long-range shooter, but Tobias Harris knocked that one down.
Knocks it loose. And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Delaney. Guarded by Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Johnson. The Heat need to get a shot off. Whiteside kicks to Johnson. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Here's Delaney. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Johnson kicks to Waiters. From down low. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
You know, a little off his game this quarter. Still trying to find a rhythm, though.
Jackson dishes to Johnson. And here we go. Waiters, he's open. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Here's Jackson. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And the Pistons making a change here. That's good from Jackson.
You know, he was the 24th pick in 2011. I think it's safe for us to say Jackson's outplayed that draft slot.
Here's Delaney. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Waiters with a screen on Jackson. And Waiters kicks to Whiteside.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately is really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
A different look here for Detroit. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Mills in for Jackson. And here's Mills. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Lock at 6. Galloway with the bucket.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Yeah, but out on the perimeter, a lot more space. It all evens out.
Here's Delaney. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Johnson for 3. Rebound, Detroit.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And the shot goes down. Crawford's got his first points in this one.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now here's Crawford. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
One of Crawford's specialties is his ability to make shots despite getting hit.
A different look for Miami. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. Josh Richardson comes in for Johnson. And McCaw is subbed in for Dion Waiters. The NBA has so many incredible ball handlers in the league right now. Steve, you think of guys like Kyrie Irving, maybe the best handle that I've ever seen, and certainly Steph Curry. But Jamal Crawford is right up there with the best of them. He plays with the ball on a string.
Yeah, you're totally right. Jamal Crawford, longevity-wise and tricks of the trade when handling the basketball, he can embarrass you. Jamal Crawford loves to use his handles, and he's a showman out there.
Now here's Crawford, following the miss by Hassan Whiteside. Pistons have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the first one at the line is good.
Jamal Crawford has won the 6th Man of the Year more times than any other player in NBA history. Just might have to name that award after him before it's all said and done.
Diallo, he's checked in for Whiteside. Both free throws good from Crawford.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Olynyk. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Heat lead by 5. Mills passes to Galloway. Crawford outside. Over Richardson. He knocks it down right at the buzzer.
That's a shot he'll never forget. As dramatic as they come.
A thrilling way to finish this one.
It's been all about Hassan Whiteside for Miami. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back to the action after this word. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. Pistons trail by 3. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Mills. Jefferson is out there with Marjanovic. And it's Crawford. And it's Galloway in the 2.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Delaney kicks to McCaw. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCaw's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Miami. So the wing on the left. Galloway dishes to Jefferson. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Yeah, the job he does inside is just phenomenal. Jefferson can make defenders look silly when he's in the post. That's how good his moves are.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Delaney kicks to Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McCaw. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. There's Galloway. He feeds it to Jefferson. Fade away. Doesn't go for him. Well, he'd go the other way with it.
Well, this is what happens when you're a threat down low. You attract a lot of defensive attention.
Screen by Olynyk. Richardson for 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Crawford, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Miami leading by 6. Here's Delaney. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Olynyk sets a screen for Richardson. And Jefferson sends it back. There's the dish to Mills. Puts up a 3. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. You know, Stephen, I think of Stan Van Gundy, I think of versatile, because we all know he's the head coach of the Detroit Pistons, but he's in charge of all their personnel moves, too. This guy's got a lot on his plate.
Yeah, he does. I mean, when you start to look at it, he's wearing 2 hats. And one thing, he's doing a good job trying to run this organization from a management standpoint and also from a coach's standpoint. So far, so good for Stan.
And Mills kicks to Galloway. Screen by Jefferson. And here's Mills from the arc. Kicks it out to Crawford. Delaney, the pass to Richardson. Takes a 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Pistons trail by 6. It's Crawford on the wing. Richardson covering. Back to Mills. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. The Heat leading by 6. It's stolen by Jefferson. And Mills kicks to Jefferson. Basket good. Jefferson's got his second basket of the night.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Here's Delaney, covered by Mills. It's blocked. Crawford drives in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Smitty, would you ever be interested in joining a team as a general manager? Personnel guy in a front office in the league?
I would, Kevin. I mean, I love everything about the game of basketball, and obviously played it, been in broadcasting. But a GM role is something I've always talked about, coaching, front office, whatever it may be. I'll be happy because I'm in the game of basketball. And then, Kevin, if I get that job, are you coming with me?
I'm always with you, by your side and ready to go. But let me ask you, when you were playing, Steve, did you consciously think, hey, someday I might be a coach, or I'd like to sit up in the stands and evaluate talent? Does it go through your mind in the throes in the middle of your career?
Yes, it does. And a lot of the guys, I would say my mentors, one was Lenny Wilkins. He did a fantastic job. Player coach at one time. I've talked a lot to him. My wife and Joe Dumar's wife are sisters, so me and Joe have a close relationship. Pat Riley, I pick the brains of the best, and hopefully one day I'll get that chance, and hopefully I'll make that move. But right now, I'm loving what I'm doing.
Harris setting the pick for Jackson. Drummond a screen. In the corner, it's Harris. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Heat lead by 6.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that. Backcourt.
And the call will be against Patrick McCaw. That is his first foul of the game. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. Right side Jackson. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Breakdown by the defense there. Jackson, a solid mid-range shooter. You like to push him out further.
Dragic with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Pistons trailed by 4. Frank. He's guarded by Dragic. The feed to Jackson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Screen by Olynyk. For the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Jackson. Drummond in the post. He's against Olynyk. Shot left block. And it's Drummond missing. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Dragic with it. Picked up by Harris. It's Dragic with the drive. Count it. Dragic has got 6.
Tough screen set there, and the defense was not prepared for it.
Jackson in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Detroit.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Richardson with the screen on Jackson. It's Richardson on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 3rd assist on the night. The drive by Jackson. And it's Miami with the rebound. Olynyk's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Dragic kicks to McCaw. Dragic against Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Drummond.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing. And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
He doesn't get the second one.
The 9th overall pick in 2012. Drummond qualifies as an absolute steal at that spot.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And with Drummond, he does play like towering centers of decades past.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't great at moving the ball around or hitting shots from range, but his size and athleticism are elite and one of the best rebounders in our game.
The Heat leading by 4. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Harris. Passes to Frank. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first. And, Steve, it seems like the league is going more up-tempo, more offense, better flow. What makes the biggest difference to a team, in your opinion, as far as unlocking a great scoring potential?
I think when you have guys that can go up and down, and you have 5 guys that understands the game, high basketball IQ, versatility. Let's take the Golden State Warriors. Let's take the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have 4 or 5 different guys that can lead them in scoring, lead them in assists, and lead them in rebounding. That makes the game fun to watch.
Best teams are always like that, though, aren't they? Got a lot of different ways to hit you.
Yes, and versatility. They can play small, they can play big, they can slow down, they can win on the defensive end, or they can win on the offensive end.
Outside Jackson. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. Tries again. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's Dragic. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. At the line for 2. And the first one drops. Good on both. And the Pistons with possession here. Trailing here by 8. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Here's Harris. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Harris has got 5.
He has great instincts on the offensive end. He's tough to contain.
And there's the pass to Johnson. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Pistons trailed by 9. .143 left in the first half. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Harris dishes to Drummond. Back to Harris. 6 to shoot. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Offensive rebound. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Dragic against Jackson. Rejected by Dragic. Johnson left side. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Here's Frank. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Whiteside. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Jackson. 17 points in the game. Here's Frank. The shot from 20 feet away. No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's Miami. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a... Pistons trailed by 11. Johnson is out there with Adebayo. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Dragic. And it's Waiters in the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Miami's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Jackson against Dragic. Here's Harris. It's deflected. They get it back. The Heat leading by 11. Outside Dragic. Johnson kicks to Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. 4 on the clock. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Outside Jackson. Here's Drummond. And Whiteside sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Frank. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 5 points in the game.
Getting better at facilitating for others. Tobias Harris with the pass that sets up the score.
Dragic against Jackson. Outside a screen. From deep, Johnson. And the Heat, another three.
Great play calling. The execution. 3 for 3 to start the half.
Pass to Frank. This one for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Pass to Adebayo. Raiders on the wing. He's got 7. Dragic left side. Fires from deep. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Now with Whiteside, no matter what he is doing, he is always setting the tone. The way he goes about defending the rim, it's like he's taking it personally that these guys are not going to score on him.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever.
Pistons trailed by 13. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Harris kicks to Jackson. There's the pass to Frank. Second shot opportunity.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. The first free throw is good. Well, Steve, it's something that everyone has a different opinion on. How do you feel about the current amount of years a player has to play in college before they enter the NBA draft?
Well, Kevin, I look at it this way: is I like the notion that people have been throwing around that you're able to come out of high school and go to the NBA. But if you choose to go to college, you must play 2 years. So I'm leaning toward and researching and looking at that. I think I'm on board with that because there are some guys should have the opportunity. Straight out of high school, and there's some guys I think need college. So I think if they can balance that out, and I think that's the way I would be leaning.
I like that perspective. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. From deep, good on the triple. He's got 12.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Outside Dragic. Right side a screen. Here's Waiters. He can't hit that time. Good D by Drummond. Pistons trailed by 12. Waiters against Jackson. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Here's Frank. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Detroit.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
On the wing, Johnson. He dishes it to Whiteside. Back to Johnson. And they double up Whiteside. And Waiters has it in the corner. He kicks to Dragic. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for the Heat. Patrick McCaw comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Goran Dragic. Outside Jackson. Pass to Frank. Drummond the screen. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Frank.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Delaney. This is to Whiteside. 5 to shoot. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Now here's Jackson. 17 points in the game. Here's Frank. And Whiteside sends it back. Rebound, Detroit.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Outside Jackson. They set the screen.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And the first one drops. Jackson hits both of them. The Heat leading by 6. Here's Delaney. Passes it to Diallo. Delaney kicks to Olynyk. And the Heat, another 3.
And listen, if you're 7 foot and can shoot threes, there's a place for you in today's NBA. Olynyk has that rare combination.
The pass to Frank. Takes a 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Delaney. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Back to Delaney. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's an 11-point Miami lead. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Here's Jackson. 19 points in the game. Harris outside. And the layup's good off the glass. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Olynyk has the open look. And again, Miami with the triple.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
The drive by Jackson. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Olynyk's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Delaney, the pass to Diallo. Lays it up off the glass. And the Heat lead by 14.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
That's what's extending this lead. The right plays, right time, and good finishing.
Connects from three-point range. He's got 21.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Richardson with the screen on Harris. There's McCaw. And another basket for Miami.
Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
Feeds to Harris. A 3-ball. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
From the arc, McCaw with the bucket. 8 points for him.
Okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Waiters in for McCaw. Pistons trailed by 13. Jackson dishes to Drummond. Stolen by Waiters. Johnson, that's for 2. Here's Delaney. He has 5. Kicks it to Johnson. Delaney, the pass to Whiteside. Goes back up. And finally they hit one. Whiteside's got 24.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Hassan Whiteside really making a difference here.
Now, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down. You can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And stolen by Whiteside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Miami shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good from Whiteside. Pistons trailed by 17. Mills with it. He feeds it to Galloway. And again, unable to change momentum here. And Miami shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Delaney kicks to Whiteside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Miami leading by 14. Here's Delaney. He's got 5. At the elbow, it's Whiteside. Kicks it to Waiters. Misses the 3. And, well, Detroit shooting about 42% so far. Mills dishes to Jefferson. No good on that one. And it's Miami the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Delaney. Covered by Mills. Whiteside a screen. Raiders on the wing. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Goes back up. And the jam by Whiteside.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And here's Dragic. Here's Whiteside. And that misses everything. It's been all about Hassan Whiteside. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Heat leading by 16. On the court for the Pistons. Marjanovic is out there with Jefferson. And it's Crawford. And it's Mills. And it's Galloway in the shooting guard position. And denied at the rim. But they call the foul. Whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First one falls for him. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
It's interesting. No free throw attempts for him in the first half. He's finally pushing the action and reaping the reward.
Back to Crawford. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.